Thank you, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues. Mohammed Adamu Aliero remain my name. This bill was presented in the Ninth Senate, but unfortunately it couldn't be assented to by the last administration. And because of its importance, I hereby want to present it today. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the National Rice Development Council Bill seeks to establish a council that will lead to a comprehensive development of the rice sector and the organization of rice stakeholders to enhance local production of rice in Nigeria. The establishment of the council will transform the activities of rice farmers, rice processors, rice millers, researchers, marketers, and other important stakeholders across the entire rice value chain, particularly the clusters of smallholder rice farmers and small-scale farm millers spread all over the country. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, with our natural comparative advantage in the area of rice production as a country, Nigeria will consider the need to put in place a National Rice Development Council and a small, safe, comprehensive national rice development roadmap that will guide us not only into a regime of self-sufficiency in food production, but also for export purposes, employment generation for our teeming youth, promote gender equality and inclusivity that will lead to the growth of our economy. The Nigerian rice industry exists in abstract as there appears to be no form of coordination in the absence of a properly structured rallying point. Today in Nigeria, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, we have paddy processors dealers, Association of Rice Farmers in Nigeria, Association of Rice Processors, Association of Rice Millers, Women Farmers, and the Advancement Network of other rice producers, Abakaliki Rice Producers Association, and Women in Rice Platform, and many others. The bill seeks to establish that rallying point and a comprehensive national operational and governance structure for a complete rice value chain process in Nigeria. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the bill on its own merit will improve government effort for efficient policy and regulatory framework for the Nigerian rice industry, promote enabling business and investment environment for rice stakeholders, support the growth of the rice industry in Nigeria and in the sub-region, as well as promote the sustainability of foreign exchange earnings, put at about $2.5 billion annually. The framework created by this bill will full investment into rice production, promote the missing link between rice production and industrialization, provide employment, reduce migration from rural, urban cities, and enhance socio-economic activities all over the country. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, you will agree with me that the rice is a staple food virtually in every family in Nigeria. In summary, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, establishing a rice council will bring numerous benefits to the rice farmers, and the economy as a whole. Here are some of the benefits that will accrue as a result of this council. They are listed from A up to H, up to K. Mr. President and my colleagues, this National Council, this Rice Council Development Bill 2024 is very important for the development of our rice sector. The rice value chain stakeholders are in support of the bill as it will help in addressing problems in the rice sector. In addition, this bill is in tandem of the National Rice Development Strategy document 2020-2030, which gives a roadmap to the rice sector in Nigeria, particularly priority for number 6 of the document, which spoke about upgrading of the rice desk in the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security for it to be effective. Also, the bill, if passed, will be in tandem with the need of addressing issues of national food security and also address the issues of self-sufficiency in the rice sector, being one of the desires of the renewed hope agenda of the present administration in the agricultural sector in the country. Your Excellency, distinguished colleagues, this bill has numerous benefits for our rice sector. I therefore appeal to Mr. President and distinguished colleagues to consider, support, and pass this bill for second reading. I so move, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you.
This bill for the creation of a Rice Development Council in our dear country. I feel that this bill and a desire to establish this council is a necessity. Looking at the fact that rice is a global food grain, is a grain that is accepted all over the world. And looking at our country, Nigeria, with the divided climatic divisions that accepts the growth of rice, I believe that when we have a council like this, with all the advantages spelled out, it will definitely and truly improve food security. It will also be a source of job creation. It will also be a possibility for us to earn foreign exchange. And therefore, by the time we have a council, there will be regulation, there will be productivity, there would be marketing process, and at the end of the day, we end up maximizing our God-gifted and agricultural natural gifts. I believe that if all of us look at the well-articulated debate given by our dear leader, who is a practical farmer, I'm sure that we will not have any delay than to accept this bill and allow this bill to undergo all the legislative processes on time, because it's a needed bill at times like this. And especially now that this government is futuristic in nature, they are looking at the possibility of bringing innovation, technology, and agricultural practice that will secure this country from hunger. I believe that this is very timely. I so and hope that we need to support it.
Thank you. So nobody is opposed.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I remain Senator Ahmed Wadada Aliyu, Sarkin Yakin Kefi. As far as this bill is concerned, the literature contained is commendable. But my area of concern is duplication of agencies, commissions, and councils that we have in Nigeria. Of course, there are already established bodies that is within the responsibilities of these bodies to do all that is required contained in this bill. What is a council? A council is a body that guides on how, it is a body that guides on how to achieve maximum results in a given situation. Are we now saying that as far as rice production is concerned, in all ramifications, from cultivation to end product, which is the value chain, there are no agencies of government already established to take care of that, that we have to have another council which will add to the expenditure profile of the government? I don't think, as much as this is coming from a leader, but Leaders also make mistakes. And so I think we need to have, to really look inward and think deeper on the passage of this bill, because people out there know what we have on ground, and they know what confronts us as a nation and confronts us as a Senate. I think with due respect, we have much more serious issues at hand to talk about in Nigeria today, rather than just thinking about establishing council today, council tomorrow. Well, with due respect, that's my stand, that's my position.
Noted. Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to establish the National Rice Development Council of Nigeria to provide guidance on the rice research and comprehensive development of the rice sector and the organization of the rice stakeholders to enhance the local production of rice in Nigeria and for related matters 2025. Second reading taken. And this bill is now referred to the Committee on Agricultural Production, Services and Rural Development to revert to the Senate in 6 weeks. Clerk of the Senate. Sorry, Leader of the Senate.